What's up, boys and girls? Welcome to another video with me, Alex. Today I'm gonna share with you why I choose to save more than 50% of my post-tax income so that I, in the future, will be able to handle more pandemics, job layoffs, and generally just be more comfortable with the money. And of course, let's not forget, achieve financial independence! Yeah! No, just achieve financial independence because that's awesome. So before we get going, please hit the like button, feel free to subscribe, and please reevaluate that Supreme t-shirt purchase. Don't buy it. The first reason I really would like to achieve financial independence, and also why I save so much of my income, is because I don't like relying on anybody else. Because I have personally been relying on either SU, basically in Denmark you get money to study, pretty awesome thing, and then also unemployment benefits and now employment benefits. So I really know the feeling of being reliant on a monthly paycheck or a monthly unemployment benefit coming in each month. And I mean, let's face it, with a new pandemic or something else, your job could be wiped out and you would not be able to sustain the lifestyle you have now, and you will probably maybe get kicked out of your house if you don't get any suspension on your loan payments or stuff like that. Also, the capability of taking care of yourself really gives some sort of respect to the outer world, that you can take care of yourself and you are your own wealth creator. And also another thing, I don't know anybody in my family who has become financially independent, hence meaning that you don't have to work for money, the money works for you. So also achieving that status would be kind of cool, I would say. It would be a pretty good accomplishment to achieve in my eyes. Plus, looking down in the future, I don't think there's gonna be jobs for everybody. So if you're out in the field, definitely find a job which is more recession proof. So if you choose a job, choose one which you know is going to be there for at least 50 years out in the future. And also a very good one, doing whatever you want to do. I know that's kind of contradictory because the millennial generation, which I am a part of, we basically have this paradox of choice. I mean, we have all these choices we can choose within, but I still think it would be kind of cool to be able to say, hey, I don't want to work for the next month. I might as well just go to Hawaii or go to the Bahamas and chill out for a month. I definitely think that would be an awesome thing to be able to do. But yeah, being financially free, that is definitely a thing I want to accomplish at one point in my life. That's Mount Etna. I'm in Sicily at the moment. Hopefully I'll be able to have a lifestyle like this at one point. That is the ultimate goal. Freedom. Back to you, old Alex. Arrivederci. Caminago. Correcto. Also because I have always been very fond of traveling. I just haven't done it for the last couple of years that much because I've been saving money. So being able to just travel wherever you wanted to go with friends and family whenever you want to go, that would be pretty awesome in my eyes. Also because I have roughly 6 weeks of vacation a year, which is the roughly yearly norm here in Greenland. And I really would like to visit at least 100 countries, and doing that on 6 weeks of vacation every year feels like quite a rush to me. I'm not sure if you can relate to that, but 100 countries and only 6 weeks of vacation every year. You'll definitely have to be busy during your vacations then. Being able to handle financial turmoil is numero 1, 2, 3. Now, basically being able to handle financial hits. Sometimes there's a boom recession, and sometimes there's a boom. Sometimes there's a Sometimes there's a financial crisis, boom, and sometimes there's a pandemic, boom, and sometimes you get laid off from a job, boom. I would like to be able to take those, like a good boxer, being able to take all those. That would be pretty awesome. But that also means that you would have to save up money and invest that money to be able to take those financial hits once in a while. Because having to deprive myself when I get hit with a new tax bill and hit with a huge water bill and hit with unforeseen expenses. I don't like that feeling of having to deprive myself for a couple of months after those hits. So I would rather like to have money saved up so that when those things happen, because they will happen, I would rather be able to credit card swipe than timestamp swipe, if you know what I mean. So basically having that rainy day fund saved up so that you could do the credit card swipe instead of the timestamp swipe is definitely a good thing to be able to do. So make that emergency fund today so you can handle unforeseen expenses and take some financial hits. Another good one to save your money now rather than later where you won't be able to is so that you can achieve financial independence and do something better for your health. Because let's face it, I sit down on a chair roughly 8 hours a day and look into a computer screen. And let's just face that, it is definitely not healthy. And also all the candy and all the cakes and all the unhealthy food which is present in a cubicle environment, it goes down here. So another reason for me to save up money now so that I eventually can achieve financial independence is that I would like to improve my health, if that makes sense. I mean, if I just sit down on chairs here anyways, then I won't be able to improve my health, but I hope you know where I'm going with this. Not having a day job doesn't eliminate those health risks. I mean, if you're gonna sit down on a chair or a couch and become a couch potato when you don't have to work, then you're gonna deprive your health. But it definitely gives more control and flexibility so you're able to choose to do some healthy stuff. It's a little difficult to do that in a cubicle environment. And also, your body wasn't created to sit in a chair all day. It was created to go out for walks during noon where the sun is at its highest. Also, being able to pick up your kid from school. I don't have a kid yet, but I just like the idea of being able to do that and having more energy daily and being able to hang out with your friends whenever you want to. Sounds like quite an accomplishment to achieve, I would say. Also, having lived life where my family has been working very long hours, and I appreciate them for having done that, but I would rather like to find a new path to life where I get to be my own boss and I set the hours and I choose what I want to do. I like that idea better. Those things include, example, fixing up a snowmobile whenever you want to and hanging out with your friends in general and being able to stay up late on a Tuesday night and drinking wine because that's what you feel like. Another one, also being able to sleep in on a Thursday sounds very appealing to me. Not the well, also the sleeping in, but just the fact that you are able to do that sounds very appealing to me. So I don't know if you feel there's some sort of a theme here going, and it is basically just more freedom. And that's what money can give you. It can give you more freedom if you have more of it. It can also give you more headaches if you have too much of it, but it can also give you freedom in general because you don't have to show up for work the next day, because you don't have to make the money that day. Those were my main points of why I choose to save more than 50% of my income and why I would like to achieve financial independence. How I invest my money you can watch in this video up here. I will give you a link to that so you can see where I put my money that I invest. But I'm not naive either, and I also know that not waking up to anything also is pretty terrible. I was on those unemployment benefits for roughly 8 to 9 months, And that really sucks, not having any purpose at all. But I definitely think that I am the type of guy who would be able to figure out and do some other projects if and when I achieve financial independence. So what the financial independence and all the savings now basically makes me capable of doing is just to being able to choose to work on something instead of having to work on something. And I like that. Yeah, it also removes the what if I get fired from the whole equation, because you already have money working for you, so no worries there, my friend. Also, if we think a little further out in the future, the job prospect for at least my generation is that there are gonna be so many jobs that are getting automated every day and in the future, so I don't think there's gonna be jobs for everybody in the future. Political decisions makes you worried about the financial future, pandemics and whatever that might happen and which happens makes me a little bit worried about the future. But if I have that money saved up and working for me as an investment, then I think that the stress I would get from those things would be a lot less. Now is the time to go out and do something about it if you really want to achieve that. I have given myself a time frame now of roughly 12 years from now. I would like to be able to be financially independent. So roughly when I'm 40, I would like to be able to say, I would like to work today, or I don't want to work today because I have money that works for me instead. So if you're with me on this one, start saving and investing and start making more money, which is also a huge component in being able to achieve financial independence. How I'm going to achieve financial independence before I turn 40, or when I turn 40, right around that time, I think. That would be pretty awesome to achieve by then. I will probably make a video about that. I am planning on just doing the same thing as everybody else with the 4% rule. If you've heard about it, you can just YouTube that stuff. I'm sure that there's been a lot of people making very good videos about that, but that is the approach that I am going to take in a combination of real estate and stocks in the future. Maybe some business, I don't know yet. I don't have any business yet, so that's just a big maybe. So please reevaluate that Supreme t-shirt purchase once again and save the money instead. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you gained anything out of this video I made for you. And until next time, bye.